I think we're on. Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And I may or may not be the one who's moderating today. Depends how fast you guys are. And Elizabeth is going to do the interactives for us today. Okay, and it worked with the sound.
Awesome.
Okay,
Sounds always.
So we're just waiting now for somebody to send me the
question. I can't actually.
I'm already on there.
Yeah, I can't actually see the questions. So
there's no questions up yet.
Okay, good, because I don't see.
Hello. Hi, Camille.
Hey.
Come on, Camille, give us a question quick. Hi, Spirit Feather.
What up? What up, ladies? What up? I have missed y'all.
This will be under an hour. We dang well know it's not going to be under an hour.
It may be under an hour because today is Friday. Fish day. That's right. And so I get to go have fish somewhere. And I've been without any kind of animal protein for now.
Quite a while.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to the ritual, soothing of my hunter-gatherer nature.
So. Okay, Mama B has and for people who just joined, Elizabeth is going to take the interactives today. And so Mama B just says, hello, how is Emiliano, got it, feeling about me today? I don't know if I'm going to do this. I might just give it to Elle.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I just kind of feel like distant. There's a sort of a distant. I don't think his mind is on. I think his mind's on people today, other people. So I'm going to say right now he's just kind of distant. I would think that if you are interested in him, and he appears to be interested in you, know that he has a fascination elsewhere in his life that's not completely romantic. So, keep that in mind. This is a very distracted person right now. He's distracted. His focus is, or their focus is not on you. That can change. Okay. That can change.
So Spirit Feather asks, is there anything you pick up for me this month, please?
For the whole month of March. Yeah. For the whole month of March. Let's that's a good question. I think that you're going to be experiencing completion and excitement of completion in some of the projects that you have been working towards. So there's been a learning process, and you're starting to see the victory line, the finish of the race, and you're beginning to realize that you can win. I don't think you thought you could win for a long time, but you're beginning to realize you can win. And I think that's going to be really elevated this month for you. So that's a good one.
Yasmin Fox says, will I find a job soon? Any clues on what kind of job it will be?
Oh, God, so many people need that job. You're going to have to be willing to step outside your comfort zone to get that job. You're going to have to start applying for areas that maybe you don't normally think about applying for. You probably feel like you've been doing that. You just need to step it up a little more. And yeah, you will get a job, but it's not going to be in a comfort area. All right. So try to think more creatively and outside the box as to what skills you can offer. So like I can offer skills in different area, just because I learned them in this area, I can transfer them over to a different area and highlight those. So yeah, the probability is really high for you there, but you got to kind of step outside your comfort zone to get it. I hope that helped.
Okay, Asta Bardwaji. Hello, ladies. May I please get a spirit message? Then thank you.
Yeah. So as far as spirit message, you need to work towards manifesting more in your life, right? We say I have this saying, it's the frog calls the rain. Okay, the rain doesn't come, the frog calls the rain. So often when you hear frogs chirping, they're calling to the rain, right? So you have to like kind of shift your focus into a more positive calling, right? Don't be so blocked in. Don't be so narrow, right? Stop thinking that it's something that happens by luck or by happenstance. It's something that you call to you. You allow into your life. I allow this into my life. I allow. I call it. I invite it. And that's the message I get, which is it's a kind of a little off the wall message, and I hope it made sense to you. So
I think it makes great sense. Amber R says, I have a problem with my neighbor, Veronica. If I go to her house to visit her brother, who is my boyfriend, will she call the cops on me saying that I broke into her house?
probably yes.
Then Yasmin Fox says, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that was a very quick answer. Yasmin Fox says B, and she says, thank you. Kimberly W, how is Michael feeling about me?
What's Michael feeling about you? Oh, Michaels. All the Michaels in the world. How's Michael
You
feeling?
just need the one.
I know. It's a lot of Michaels, though. Michael feels like running away right now. Be careful how much responsibility you throw at this young Michael. Young in spirit. I think old in mind and body. Like not physical body, but life's really, I don't know, it just feels like, just be careful how much you give to him, as far as be more patient. Treat him like a rabbit, or that's or a deer. I would say more like a deer, because he really can't handle too much more right now. I hope that made sense.
It's a good one. Camille Harrison says, I had a dream that my mom was graduating and my cousins and sisters were going. And I'm not quite sure what the rest means. She says was going, but I wasn't woke up with the fury. Maybe you could figure, you know what it means because you're from the South.
So when we deal with dreams, right, that's our mind giving us information. Read it to me again.
I had a dream that my mom was graduating. Her mother's passed over, and my cousin and sister were going, but I wasn't woke up with the fury.
Okay, so in a dream, when we're dealing with this dream, it's not the people in your life. Okay, they symbolize something, and this is sort of more of a complicated dream interpretation that we're dealing with. Your mom graduated. She also passed on in real life, right? But she also graduated life. She received her certificate and learned what she learned. Your sisters are in the process of learning what they need to learn, right? And you're accepting this, because sometimes learning we don't accept. Sometimes learning we reject. I rejected school a lot. So yeah, so that's the bare basis meaning of that dream coming through. So there's no fear of death repeating there. Death will eventually repeat. It does for all of us, but not we don't interpret it that way. Doesn't read that way.
Liharakar, Lihakar, Snow. She asked just for a reading.
Just for a reading.
May
Oh,
I
I'd
have-
love to just give you a reading. So I got all kinds of readings, girlfriend. You should check them out, or boyfriend. I don't know the gender of people.
Neither do
I'm
I,
very
but I
bad at
think
that.
it's a picture of a beautiful woman.
Oh, I love beautiful women and beautiful men. So in your life, you don't have the balance that you need between unwavering and stubborn. Okay, you don't realize when you're being stubborn and when you should just stand. Right. So this has created chaos in your life, right? So chaos is something we don't want in our lives. Right. This is sort of like a life path reading. This is something I would give you in a life path reading, an aspect of it. Okay, so chaos is not something we want in our lives. When we stand, right, we set a boundary. All right. But we're also willing to adjust with that boundary with us. Right. When we become stubborn, we set a wall, a fortress, and we don't move. Right. And nothing is going to make us move. And that becomes detrimental because what happens when we wall ourselves in? We can last for a little while under siege, but eventually we begin to starve to death. Right. Right. We lose by default. So you need to begin to bring back that balance in your life between unwavering and stubborn. Bring it more into unwavering. This is my rules, boundaries, and limitations versus being stubborn. I accept nothing. My way. No way at all but mine. So you need to start realizing where that is in your life, and that will help you further. I have rules, boundaries, and limitations because I watch a lot of the dog whisper, by the way. So he's one of my heroes. So there you go. I hope that helped you.
And Doreen 88 says, "You're on. Hello, ladies. Could I please
Hi.
have a message for me?"
A message just for you.
Doreen's one of our ladies from the Netherlands.
So air, watch your lung health. Okay. This is preventative, but by watching your lung health, I would suggest getting into some deeper breathing exercises, learning to exhale all of the toxins. Yoga is great for this. If you participate in yoga, they probably taught you some bases of this, but you also want to like sort of elevate that up. This is also going to help you with a confidence issue, building that confidence to a stronger level that's not reactive. You can learn to breathe through things, right? It lessens our emotional response, and it gives us sort of that calm, stable leadership presentation we like to see in the job, and we like to see in the interviews, and we like to see, in people that, are expecting elevation in their life. I hope that helped. Breathe, girl, breathe, learn to breathe.
Lila Q says, "How is Maria Viveros feeling about me?"
How's Maria Vivero feeling about you? I have no clue on that one. I think that Maria is so involved in life issues right now that, you know, the way she feels about everyone, or he feels about everyone, y'all know how I am, is just survival relations. Does this help me survive further, or is this going to be a complication? You like this person, don't be a complication. Right?
That's a good
You
one.
like this, yeah, you like this person, be a person that supports and helps with issues. Do not be a complication.
And Shanu says, hello both. I hope you two are well. I'm single at the moment. Anything about my forever person coming up? And thank you so very much, Carts.
Mm. Yeah, you know, make sure you want your forever person, right? Forever people are not packaged in Hadi McBody, right? Hadi McBody is a passing physical attachment, right? Hadi McBody comes and goes. But you know, sometimes you have to deal with yourself, right? You have to deal with self before you can allow connection, right? Because if you come at connection from damage, right, that you risk damage of connection. You risk misseeing it. So deal with yourself and actually what you are looking for. Right? Stop boxing it in. Stop making the list. They got to have this. They got to have that. They got to have this, and you know, and maybe just a little gray at the temple, but not a lot. And, you know, let that go. Let that go. Deal with yourself and ask yourself, what do you really need? Because I really feel like what you really need is closer than you think. It's standing right next to you. Okay, just stop. You know, deal with yourself, and then you will see. So I hope that helped.
And Lucy V says, how did Ronaldo feel about the talk we had yesterday morning in front of his house?
Well, I just got a really cool image of a house when you said that. My mind went to, yeah. Well, there needs to be time to process. Okay, there needs to be time to process. This is like, how does he feel, or she feels? I have problems with gender. How does this energetic person feel? Is you know, they got the news, they got it. They're just trying to deal with what to do with it. Right? So they need time to process. What did you tell him? No, don't tell us. So, don't tell us. We don't need to know.
Can't unsee, you know.
Yeah, we don't need to know. That's private.
So Garji Rawat, hello Garji, says, hello ladies. Maria, why will my ex Gemini Jose reach out to me anytime this year? Or it could be Josie. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming it's a Spanish name.
Honestly, going to depend on a lot of factors. A lot of factors. You know, the key word in there is X, right? X means we should move on. We should allow other things into our lives. All right. X can become renewed if we grow and we get past what caused the X, right? The X. But the reality is you just at this point need to be honest with yourself about the situation. Right? There's a reason there was an X. And maybe it's time to not get in contact.
usually I find that's exactly when they say my ex
Yeah.
and anytime this year. Usually
Yeah.
the energy I get is, yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah, you just need to let that go. And even if it does happen, you have to understand, um, do you want that unhealthy complication back in your life? Or have you healed? Have they healed? Has things, grown enough? That's a process that needs to be allowed, sometimes years, not just a year, years and years and years, and may never happen. So allow your, be honest. Be honest. Honesty is so important with yourself. Self honesty. You can't. You can't. It's like It's like cleaning your house. You want this beautiful vase that's sitting in the store, and it's gorgeous and it's lovely. But how can you put it in your house when you have all this clutter? You don't make space for the vase. Get rid of it and put the new vase in. Then you have something good, right? But you got to let go. You got to let go of the old clutter, right? You got to let go of the old trash, to have something better. Better is always out there.
Yeah. And Garji Rawat says, any messages from my guides?
I guess it's just from the guides. I'm not a guide person, but let me tell you, let's talk about your spirit animal. your animal. I can do, yeah, we can do spirit animal.
Spirit animals are guides. They're
Right.
That's legit.
So it's a misconception that all birds migrate. Not all birds migrate. Some birds stay. In staying, we have the red bird, the cardinal. We call them red birds, but they're cardinals here in this area. They're really very spiritual, grounded air energy, which kind of sounds strange when you say grounded air energy, but they stay, right? So you need to learn to stay, right? We need to learn to stay without being anchored and weighted down and buried. I don't know why I'm saying buried, but just feels like, unbury yourself a little bit. Um, you know, responsibility when taught young is a good thing, but too much responsibility on a soul, can create more, melancholy than needed. So the cardinal is free, but it still stays, right? And this is what you need. You need to be staying, but free. I hope that made sense to you, because it didn't to me. So
Actually, listening to it, I did understand it.
okay.
So Lori Dotson says, hello, ladies. Wonderful to see your faces. And Nutulian Kumar, it's intricate. How is my ex-stepdad, Ishmael, feeling about me? And I suspect this is probably from Africa. I don't know, but I think maybe.
Like I got an immediate into that situation. So I'm not sure what the is. Diplomatically is the answer. If you want an answer, the word is diplomatically. Feels diplomatically.
And that's probably a question you want to actually buy a
Right.
reading.
That's we just say that feels diplomatically. There's a diplomatic element into that must be treaded with care. So I hope that helps you. Weird answer, weird question.
So Jennifer Schwab, she says, I want to know if the house we want to buy will fall through in the loan process for the other buyer and we will be able to buy it. It's a great price and the only home we have found to fit our family. Do you want me to repeat that?
No. I'm afraid it's looking very favorable for them at this moment. Things can change, but at this moment, it's looking very favorable. Yeah, I hate to tell people that, but there's a small possibility that they could change their mind through an inspection. Because of an inspection, I'm not sure. But yeah, buying a house is so complicated. I wouldn't say through the loan process because people are greedy with money, but there's good probability that through a renegotiation of an inspection, they may back out.
But,
So,
but I'm sure there probably is another house there, even if that one goes through, right? Doesn't
oh
matter.
yeah, absolutely. Homes sometimes have to be made. Like that doesn't mean you have to like build a house, but sometimes you're gonna find something. It's gonna be wonderful. Just trust the process. Trust the universe to bring what you want. More than you thought you wanted.
So Jennifer Schwab says, thank you. And Laura C says, will there be any physical intimacy between me and JV, my neighbor, this year? That's one of those ones you get an image you don't want to see.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're open to that, yeah. That the first thing I got was the tingle across the lips. So I'm assuming that, yeah, that the nosy gossiper in me is going, so yeah, I feel favorable towards that, if you're open to it. Be careful though. Be careful.
Yeah, that leads to heartbreak really easy.
Right. Fences make great neighbors.
So I'm going to hang on, see if I can do it. Aaron Lou sent a $8 super chat. And hang on, I don't think I can get it. Yes, I can't read it. I only have half of it.
Hi, ladies. A good friend just got a backyard breeder. I'm upset and disappointed, but I don't want to lose a friend. What should I do?
The backyard breeder. Did you get that?
She got a puppy from a backyard breeder?
Yeah, it's probably a puppy mill. She's upset and disappointed, but I don't want to lose a friend. What shall I do? And Erin Lewis, her animals are most important to her.
It's really hard when we watch somebody make a critical mistake that involves our morality, right? You have to be precautious because it is your morality. It belongs to you. It's not projected onto other people. And you have to realize that the value of this friendship is worth forgiveness. And when we forgive something, it's not always easy to forgive. When we forgive something, we allow growth in that friendship. We let go so that both parties can move on. I am absolutely 100% against puppy mills. And I have seen some tragedy come out of them. But then you have to look at it this way. Dog has home where dog did not before. So the act may have been incorrect, but there's still room for redemption, healing, and growth. Don't allow that to devalue the friendship.
And the fact is, if it's a pup from a puppy mill,
yeah,
you're going to have a lot of work to do with that dog.
True, yeah. So they're often taken away way too early. to be socialized way too early to have had the lessons from the other dogs that they need in how to be a dog. So there's a lot of room for just never mind. We're not going to get that's a whole in depth. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But to understand the value. The value is not worth. It's not worth the loss from a moment. Allow for restoration and forgiveness. I hope that helped.
I think it should. Erica Brooks John says, blessings, ladies. Any messages from my guides? Thank you. And you can do your spirit animal. I find the guides are full of jokes anyhow lately.
Phew. The animals haven't been that nice either. So this is a very powerful energy, one that I normally go at with a great deal more respect than in this format. But that's what's coming through, so we'll deal with this energy. So we talk about culling weakness out of our life, right? This is the realm of the sacred hunt, the realm of the stag king, right? This is not an easy thing to pass on to you. But it's time you have to strengthen up. Have to strengthen up, right? You're allowing yourself to be eroded away, and that erosion is going to cull you out of what you want. So if you want it, you have to strengthen up. You have to take it, and you got to get back up, and you got to build that strength, and then you got to get back up, and you got to build that strength, right? This is not an easy energy to deal with, and my prayers go to you. This is actually a very dangerous energy to deal with. So,
so prayer is a really good prayer.
Yes,
positive energy is really
right. I would strongly suggest meditation, prayer, strengthening your mental and what you desire, what you want, right? What you want has to be strength. You have to come at it from a place of strength. You can't come at it as a whiny, baggy, kind of scavenger. Give me bone. I want a bone. No, I want the meat. Give me the meat. I'm coming after the meat, right? Weakness must be removed. That's very difficult energy.
okay.
Thank you for that, by the way. Wasn't expecting that today.
That's the thing about these YouTubes on the interactives on YouTube.
Mm.
They're quick and they're fast and they're very, very varied.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Tay 2637 says, hello, ladies. My rabbit Yuki has a crooked back left foot. I'm not sure how she got it, but I want to know if you see it being a problem in the future. She hops around on it just fine, but when she gets excited and starts running around her cage, I worry about her injuring it further.
Yeah, worry. Worry comes from human worries. Animal lives in the moment, especially rabbits, because their lives they're prey animals, right? They're meant to feed other things, so they die very fast. This is a mercy given to them by God. But worry, I get two energies: rabbit happy, human sad. So human has to meet rabbit energy and be happy for rabbit. There is concern, right? Of course, we're always concerned when our animals have a little disadvantage. Puppy has one eye. She got scratched by a cat and she has one eye vision problems. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, we got to protect her. We got to help her up the steps, and we got to help her do this. And we began to mentally cripple her. Don't want to mentally cripple this rabbit. This rabbit's dealing with the issue in a happy rabbit way, right? Just be a little more precautious. Make sure that the cage isn't like the cage has smooth surfaces, or it's not completely open where the foot can get caught, right? And just do the logical thing, but don't cripple because of worry. Because you're here and rabbit here, right? Right. You need to be here with rabbit. This is life. Let's be happy in life. The rabbit's managing. The rabbit's beautiful, beautiful rabbit, by the way. Very, very happy energy. Rabbit just wants carrots, food. Well, I'm not saying carrots. It was some food. That's not rabbit food. Some treat you give it. No, avoid the iceberg lettuce. That becomes addictive to them. Right? Other lettuces is fine, cabbage fine, but iceberg lettuce becomes a little addictive. So there you go. Love rabbit. I hope that helped.
And Laurie Dotson says, drop a like and subscribe, everybody. And please do pass this around. Tell other people about us. We're here every Friday. We're trying to put more stuff from Facebook up onto. And if you run into Elizabeth before, she's got a lot of really great information. Yeah. And she doesn't mind sharing it.
I love to hear myself talk. It's one of my weaknesses.
You don't. You just like to talk.
I just like to talk. That's it.
Sal says, hello, ladies. When I meet my future spouse, when will I meet my future spouse and get married? And thank you.
June.
Which June, though?
I don't know. Just June came to me,
Could be this June, couldn't it?
Yeah. As far as meet, I don't know about marriage. Marry might be more cohabitation with agreement on a spiritual level. So we'll see what happens.
Cell comes from the Middle East religion. So
okay.
I kind of doubt she's going to cohabit. I don't know this. I think this.
Okay. So June. As far as meet, I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
So it's a weird answer, by the way. I don't know.
Sometimes I get yes, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not another word more.
Yeah. So I just got June. That's it. June. June is good. I don't know which June. Could be this year. Could be next year. So
Laurie Dotson says, any messages from my guides? I have been meditating every chance I get. There's so much negativity out there in the world.
We need more Earth Warriors. Oh, yes, we do. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate you. Okay. That was the message. So there you go.
That's a pretty good message.
Yeah, we need you, and you're going the right path, and keep going that direction. Do a little more than meditate, though. Begin to create and build. Right? We all want the Zen. I don't know if y'all know what a dojo is, right? It's the martial arts training thing. We all need a Zen dojo. Begin to build a Zen. This is for me, not your guides. Begin to build a Zen dojo in your life. Your guides just say, hell yeah. Because I deal with spirit animal guides, and they were all just like, when that question came on, they were like, yes, we got one. Somebody's on our side. So yeah. There you go. I probably was not helpful at all.
That was really nice, actually. Seven Ocean Sky says he would like to know any messages for me.
For him, not you.
Not me, for him.
Right. For him. Okay.
I'll ask later if you feel like it.
Any messages? So many messages.
This is the guy I told you about. I got the song Climb Every Mountain.
Yeah, you know, I get this strong, like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but um okay, so don't, I hope you take this wrong. Don't take this wrong because people would, but I get a strong image of an ant, right? So ant works together, right? Bee works together, wasp works together. Um, need to start building more reliable people around you. Okay, you need to start picking out the ones that support you, right? That doesn't mean they ta-ta you. We say ta-ta. They're not going to ta-ta you, right? They're not going to say, oh, poor baby, you got this. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, we love you. They're not going to say that, but they're going to support you. They're going to say, this can be done. You may need to make a correction here, and it can be done. We can work on this together. I'm open to helping you. You need more of these people in your life, and you need to start courting them like you would a lover, right? Come join me, come be my friend, let's hang out. You need to bring this into your life. I hope that helped. Hope that helped. Weird answer, but there you go.
You know, for Seven Ocean Sky, I always get things that are very unusual. So I think
That's that,
it just
yeah.
works.
It's that quirky energy around this person, just has this, you know, sort of quirky energy that says, okay, they're just going to do things a little different for this person. You know?
Yeah. I also get the feeling, excuse me, Seven Ocean Sky, that you can do a heck of a lot more than you do. And that's
There
why
you go.
part of the reason you get the
the
weird
more
messages.
pushy. Yeah. Gonna make you work for it this lifetime.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I get that feeling. He signed up for something big.
Yeah.
Lori Dotson says, thank you for sharing your time and energy with us.
You're
And
most
Jennifer
welcome.
Swab says, oh, she just thought you might need to know the address of the house.
Oh.
And Brenda, and I'm not going to try to say your name because I'll mangle it as bad as my daughter, says, hello, ladies. Doreen 88, we didn't skip you, actually. I'm sorry, you're going to have to go back and listen to it again. Did I skip her?
I thought you did do Doreen.
Yeah, I thought we did do Doreen. Do you remember Doreen 888? I think you did comment on her.
I remember a Doreen. I don't know
Yeah,
if that was the specific one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, but you're right at the beginning. Brenda, and like I said, I'm not going to try because I know I'll mess it up. She says, any messages from my guide? Brenda is from South Africa, lives not far from you now. I think it's in Georgia she lives. So she's kind of a cool lady.
Any messages from?
You can do a spirit animal.
Okay, good. I'm not good. I don't, guides and I are a thing. Yeah, so throat allergy stuff going on, right? 'Tis the season. Sorry about that. So like I get it's a strong squirrel energy. Squirrel says, you know, this is a hungry time right now, hungry time. But you still have to control that frantic energy. And by hungry, I mean, you know, squirrel is looking, seeking constantly for resources, you have to control that worry in your life. Okay, because if you don't manage that worry in your life, it's going to rule your life and you're going to miss what you have. And you really have allergies or something. I'm not sure what happened. with that. I'm not sure what's going on, but I didn't have this when I started this.
And you
So I'm
probably won't as
assuming,
soon as you finish, Brenda.
right, assuming it's you. Does somebody smoke around you, or you with smoke or something that has to go? Um, so you need to avoid that the frantic. Um, stay out of that energy. You're capable, you're skilled, right? You're going to manage. Okay. So get back into manage, not frantic. And I hope that helps you.
One thing I feel often when I think of Brenda is she doesn't believe in herself as much as she's capable of.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
much more capable than she trusts herself.
Yeah. So this leads to like, the what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Right. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? But they trust that you can do it. You got it. Just do. Don't wake up in the morning with what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Just wake up in the morning, get out of bed, and go do. It'll
Live
work
in
out.
the moment.
Right. It will work out.
Yeah. So Julie J says, hello, lovelies. I wonder what is the advice regarding my current employment? I'm not sure yet if it's a good idea to leave it by the end of the year. I'm finishing my design course currently. Thank you.
If you choose to leave it, you need to be careful how you do that. All right. Be very diplomatic about it. It's the second time that's words come up in this session. Be careful how you do it. You know, make sure that first off that the what you want is really there when you leave it, right? Have it before you leave, but also leave on good terms and in a polite and respectful way. Because if you don't leave in a polite and respectful way, something about that situation is going to affect you in the future. So make sure it's done politely and respectfully. So I hope that helped. Like sometimes some jobs we can just leave. Be like, bye, I'm gone. Talk to the hand. I'm never coming back to this again. This job is not like that. So
yeah. Camille Harrison says, okay, thanks. I will try not to reject learning as before. Brenda says, thank you so very much. And Lily Dulo says, hi, ladies. How are you today? Lori tells everybody to show appreciation. Doreen says, thank you with hearts. Lily Dulo says, I would like to ask regarding a new job. I am making several applications, but two of them stick to my mind. Will I be having an interview soon? Thank you.
more with one than the other. The probability is much higher. I believe that you will be called in for an interview for one of them. But I'm not sure which one. So yeah, probably higher for one than the other. So that's what I got. Hope that helped.
So B. Erla, she says, hi, ladies. Hi, Elizabeth of the Heart. Hi, Lori. Hi, B. And Lori says, hi, B. And B says, if possible, could I have a message regarding my studies and career? Thank you very much. She's presently studying in Germany. And she's training to be, I think it's a concert pianist, but I know it's piano.
Which is weird because this the feeling that I got was more professional. So whatever professional. professionals. So you got to remember there's a business side to this, and I think you're learning that, and it's going to become a very, very solid foundation for you that will elevate you to success, right? But remember, music, and musicians, musicians, they're so driven. They're like
She is.
just driven people. I'm not even going to try to tell you to find balance because you're not. This is where you're going. So just go. I mean, find your feet, go. But yeah, this very feeling of good foundation, right? A good foundation. But remember the business side too. So I hope that helped you.
Garji Raw White says, thank you. I love birds. And a big heart. Spirit Feather says, I had a phone call, but just wanted to say thank you for the message. I have begun stepping into my power and knowing my worth.
Awesome.
And Maria Herrera, hello. Any messages from my guides? Thank you. Maria Herrera, you just read for her this week.
Yeah, I did. Didn't I?
Yeah, you did. On Monday.
Yeah.
I think it was Monday.
Messages for your guides. Yeah, I just kind of got looked at like I'm an idiot. So I don't know what that's about.
Guides can be so sweet, hey?
Yeah, it's just kind of like I should know this, and I gotta be honest, I don't know this. So you're just gonna have to tell me again. That's how it works. I'm human. Too much in my brain. So yeah, the nurture part of you, right? The female aspect of you needs to be magnified. Needs to be fed, right? This is like a strong power that needs to be disciplined in love, in love with life, food. So yeah, that's what I got. It's confusing. I hope that made sense.
For Maria, I often get spending time cooking and working in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. There's powerful magic in there. There's powerful healing magic in there.
I suspect she's a really good cook too.
Well, I wouldn't mind eating some food. Bring it. But yeah, it's a little more than that, right? It's a little more than that. It's this elevated understanding on a level that's beyond just cooking dinner, right? Beyond just cooking dinner.
I think that's where she spends a lot of time remembering or thinking. When she's cooking.
Yeah. So it's a lot
of growth then.
Right. See, there's ability there too to bring in healing to other people, to manipulate the energy in the process, and to deal with the chemicals and the exact formulations that can bring magnified healing. Just a little more than just food. Here, have dinner. There's a nurturing female, pure. I can't touch that. That's out of my skill set. But let's there you go.
I do sitting and making food together. She does a lot of talking or explaining or teaching at that time, or has the ability to do that.
Yeah, you got to realize food is energy. Food is magic. You know, we do magic. We use the same ingredients that you use in food. I do. So, you know, a lot of my magic comes from rosemary, lavender, basil, oregano. A lot of my magic comes from there. So it's a little more than cooking. A little more than
Every
cooking.
time I do a reading and we do the cook, I get the food. I keep thinking, gee, I'd like to have some of her cookies.
Yes. I love a cookie right now, but I got 35 more days before I can do that. So,
So Aaron Lou says you were both 100% correct on puppy mill, puppy, and on friendship. Thank you very much with a heart.
you're welcome.
Bethany Campbell says years ago on a spirit journey, a huge raven landed on the vehicle side mirror and we locked eyes. What message was she offering? And many blessings and love. And I'm glad you got this one because my mind goes blank.
Hello, daughter. That's greetings. Hello. We're kindred. We match. You belong to me. We associate. That's a very powerful animal spirit to be fooling around with. Lucky you, I guess. And to be acknowledged in such a way, you know, to be acknowledged in such a way. That's going to be a journey for you, and one that I fully encourage that you investigate what it means to have such a powerful spirit, personal spirit animal. We're not talking about a spirit animal that's influencing your life, which is mostly what I deal with when I talk to people about spirit animals. We're talking about a personal spirit animal. So you need to be like looking at that. That's not an easy one. So he governs magic, right? Magic and mystical law, both dark and light. So
Ravens often in the Native American traditions too.
yes, yeah, and in Celtic, so yeah, so it's been around for a long time, and you're not dealing, interesting song by Bill Miller, Native American artist, was called Raven in the Snow. And this is a very powerful little message in that song, like I eat the corn and good luck to you, sort of song. It's a good song, but honestly, just, yeah, good luck with that one. That's a powerful, mediate between that. I would hesitate. You're going to have to go on that personal journey with that animal. Good luck. So, did you freeze up? I lost her. Uh-oh.